Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Podcast English Class. It's so nice to have you here with us today.
Hi, everyone. Mike, can I ask you something? Did you smile at least once today?
Actually, yes. Just a small moment, but it made my morning better.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Those small, happy moments that make life feel lighter.
Sometimes happiness isn't big or loud. Sometimes it's quiet and simple.
What about you? What was one small, happy moment you had recently?
As you listen, think about it. And if you feel comfortable, stay with us and share your moment at the end. Okay, Jessica. Let's start with something very simple today. When people hear happy moments, they often think about big events, but I don't think happiness always works like that.
I agree. For many of us, the happiest moments are actually very small. They don't look special, but they feel special.
Exactly, and that's good news for English learners because small moments are easier to talk about. You don't need a long story or difficult words.
Right. You can start with very simple sentences like, "It made me smile," or "I felt happy when..." That's already enough.
Let me share a small example. Yesterday morning, I was in a rush and feeling a little stressed, but when I opened the window, I felt cool air on my face and heard birds outside. I stopped for a moment, took a deep breath, and smiled. It wasn't anything special, but that quiet moment made me feel calm and happy before the day really started.
I love that story because it shows something important. Happiness doesn't need money or planning. Sometimes it's just one short moment when you slow down.
Yes, and it's easy to talk about in English. I can say, I felt happy when I opened the window, or that moment made me feel calm.
Exactly. And listeners, notice how natural that sounds. You're not trying to be perfect. You're just describing how you felt.
That's a key point. Many learners think they need impressive stories, but real conversations are often very ordinary.
And those ordinary moments are very real. For example, a warm drink in the morning, a message from a friend, or even a quiet walk.
When we talk about these moments, English becomes part of our daily life, not something separate.
Yes, and emotionally, it feels safer. When you talk about something small and positive, you feel more relaxed.
I think that's why small happy moments are perfect for practice. You already know the feeling, so the words come more easily.
Let's help our listeners with a simple structure. You can say, "I felt happy when," and then add the moment.
Or you can say, it made me smile. Or it started my day in a good way.
Very simple, very natural.
And remember, your happy moment doesn't need to be important to other people. It only needs to matter to you.
That's such a good reminder. English is not about showing off. It's about sharing yourself.
So as you're listening right now, think about one small moment that made you smile recently.
Don't judge it. Don't make it bigger. Just notice it.
In the next part, we'll talk about how sharing these moments with other people can make them even happier.
And how your English can grow naturally from those simple, honest moments. So, Mike, last time we talked about small, happy moments that happen quietly in our day. But something interesting happens when we don't keep those moments to ourselves.
Yes, they often feel even better when we share them with someone else.
Exactly. Sharing a happy moment is not just about speaking English. It's about connection.
And this is a very important skill in real conversations. When someone tells you good news, how you react matters.
Right. Imagine a friend says, "I had a really good day today." A simple response can make that moment bigger.
You don't need anything complicated. You can say, "That's great," or "I'm so happy for you."
These short sentences are very powerful. They show that you're listening and that you care.
Many English learners worry about what to say next, but often a warm reaction is enough.
Yes, you don't have to continue the story. Sometimes your reaction is the most important part.
Let me give an example. A friend once told me, I finally finished a big project at work.
That already sounds like a happy moment.
It was, and I just said, wow, congratulations, you must feel relieved.
That's a perfect response. You named the feeling and shared it with them.
And my friend smiled and said, yes, I really do. That small exchange made both of us feel good.
This is something listeners can practice easily. The next time someone shares good news, pause and react warmly.
You can use phrases like, that's wonderful, I'm happy for you, or congratulations.
And notice how natural these phrases sound in English. They're short, but they carry emotion.
Sharing happiness also changes how we feel inside. When someone else is happy, we can feel happy too.
It's like happiness grows when it's shared.
Yes, and from a learning point of view, this is great. You're using English in a real emotional moment.
That helps your brain remember the language better.
So listeners, think about the last time someone shared good news with you.
How did you react? And how could you react in English next time?
In the next part, we'll talk about another kind of happy moment. When happiness comes from learning or achieving something.
And how those moments can make you feel proud and confident in English. In
the last part, we talked about sharing happy moments with other people. Now I want to talk about a different kind of happiness. One that comes from learning and achieving something.
Yes, this kind of happy moment is very special, especially for English learners.
I agree. When you finally understand something that was difficult before, the feeling is quiet but very strong.
It's not loud excitement. It's more like a warm feeling inside.
Exactly, and it often comes with words like proud or relieved.
Let me share a small story. Last week, I finally understood a word that confused me for a long time. I remember reading it again and thinking, oh, now it makes sense. I didn't celebrate or tell anyone, but I felt proud inside. I even smiled to myself and thought, this is why learning feels good sometimes.
I love that, because it's so real. Many learning moments are private. No one sees them, but they matter a lot.
Yes, and English learners often forget to count these moments as success.
That's true. People think success must be big, like passing an exam or getting a certificate.
But understanding one word, one sentence, or one idea is also an achievement.
And that word, achievement, is important here. An achievement is something you finish successfully, even if it's small.
When you achieve something, you often feel proud.
Proud means you feel good about what you did. Not because others do, but because you know you tried.
That's a very healthy kind of happiness.
I remember when I could finally explain my idea in English at work without stopping.
Oh, that's a big moment.
It didn't sound perfect, but I finished my thought. After that, I felt proud all day.
And that pride gives confidence. Confidence makes you speak more.
Exactly. It becomes a positive cycle.
Listeners, think about your own today's conversation better than last week. Stood today's conversation better than last week.
Or maybe you used a new word correctly for the first time.
Those are real happy moments.
You can say, I felt proud when I understood this, or I was happy because I learned something new.
Very simple sentences, but very meaningful.
And the best part is, you don't need anyone's permission to feel proud.
That's right. Your progress belongs to you.
In the next part, we'll talk about happiness that comes from experiences, music, nature, memories, and moments that stay with us.
And how talking about them can make your English feel more alive. There's another kind of happy moment that doesn't come from doing something or achieving a goal. Now, I want to move to another kind of happy moment. Experiences that stay with us for a long time.
You mean things like music, nature, or special memories?
Exactly. These moments are not always achievements, but they leave a strong feeling inside us.
I think that's because they touch our emotions directly.
Yes. For example, listening to a favorite song can change your mood in seconds. Song can change your mood in seconds.
That's so true. Sometimes I hear a song and suddenly I remember a moment from years ago.
And that memory brings a smile, even if the day was not very good.
Music is very powerful like that. You can say, this song makes me feel calm, or it makes me happy.
Those sentences are simple, but they are very natural in English.
Nature works in a similar way. Some people feel happy near the sea, others in the mountains or a park.
Yes, the sound of waves, the wind, or even rain can make people feel peaceful.
I remember standing by the ocean once just listening. I wasn't doing anything special, but I felt very calm and clear.
That's a perfect example. You don't need action. Just being there is enough.
And memories are interesting too. Even thinking about the past can be a happy moment.
Especially memories with people we love, family, friends, or childhood moments.
Like laughing together, singing in the car, or playing outside when you were young.
These memories are great for English practice because they help you tell short stories.
You can start with, I remember when, or I used to.
And you don't need many details. Just the feeling is enough.
When learners talk about emotional experiences, their English often sounds more natural.
Because they are not translating, they are remembering.
That's an important point. Emotion helps language flow.
So, listeners, think about one thing that always makes you feel good. Music, nature, or a memory.
Try to describe it with one simple sentence in English.
For example, listening to this song makes me feel relaxed.
Or, thinking about that day always makes me smile.
In the next part, we'll talk about another beautiful source of happiness, helping other people.
And how kindness can create happy moments for everyone involved. Moments for everyone involved. Some of the strongest happy moments don't happen when life is easy. They happen when we do something kind for someone else, even in a very small way. Now I'd like to talk about a very special kind of happiness.
You mean the happiness that comes from helping other people?
Exactly. This kind of happy moment is quiet, but it can stay with you for a long time.
I agree. When you help someone, you don't always expect anything back, but you often feel good inside.
And that feeling is very meaningful. It's not about excitement, and it's more about warmth.
Helping moments are also very natural topics in English because they are simple and real.
Yes, you don't need difficult language to talk about kindness.
You can say things like, I helped someone, or I was happy to help.
Let me share a small example. A few days ago, I saw an older man trying to carry heavy bags.
That already sounds difficult for him.
It was, so I asked, "Can I help you?" And carry the bags for a short distance.
That's very kind.
It only took a few minutes, but he smiled and said, "Thank you."
And how did you feel after that?
Honestly, I felt happy for the rest of the day. I kept thinking about his smile.
That's a perfect example of how helping others can create a happy moment for both people.
Yes, and it's easy to talk about in English. I felt happy because I helped someone.
Or, it made me feel good to help.
Exactly. These sentences are short, but they carry strong emotion.
Helping doesn't always mean something big.
That's true. Sometimes it's very small. Holding a door, giving directions, or listening to a friend.
Listening is a big one. When someone is tired or stressed, just listening can help a lot. Just listening can help a lot.
And you can talk about that too. I listened to my friend and she felt better.
Helping moments also teach us something important about English. When we focus on helping, we forget about making mistakes. We focus on the other person.
That's such a good point. The pressure goes away?
Yes, English becomes a tool, not a test.
I think that's why learners often speak more naturally in kind situations.
Because the heart leads, not the grammar.
That's beautifully said.
Listeners, think about the last time you helped someone, even in a small way.
How did it make you feel?
Try to describe it with one simple sentence in English.
For example, I felt happy when I helped my neighbor.
Or helping my friend made me smile.
In the next part, we'll talk about happiness that comes from everyday activities. Food, routines, and simple pleasures.
And how those moments can make English practice feel easy and enjoyable. Happiness doesn't always arrive as a special event. Very often, it shows up quietly in the things we do every single day.
Yes, the simple things we do again and again. Food, routines, and small pleasures.
These moments may look ordinary, but they often bring comfort and happiness.
And they are perfect for English practice because they are easy to describe.
Exactly. You don't need imagination. You already live these moments every day.
Let's start with food because food is a happy topic for many people.
Definitely. Eating something you love can change your mood very quickly.
For example, after a long day, eating a favorite meal can feel like a reward.
And you can talk about it simply, "This food makes me happy," or "I really enjoyed my meal."
Food is also a great topic for conversation with other people.
Yes, people often ask, "What did you eat?" or "What's your favorite food?"
Those questions are easy to answer and easy to ask back.
Another everyday source of happiness is routine.
Routine? Some people think routine is boring.
It can be, but it can also be comforting.
That's true. Doing the same small things every day can make us feel safe.
Like having a quiet morning, drinking tea, or taking a short walk.
Or listening to music while cooking or cleaning.
These moments help us slow down.
And when we slow down, we notice more happy details.
From a learning point of view, routines are very useful.
Because you can talk about them in the present tense.
Yes, you can say, "Every morning I," or "In the evening I like to."
These are very common sentence patterns in English.
And because the actions repeat, the language repeats too.
That helps learners feel more confident.
Another simple pleasure is rest.
Oh yes, rest is very important.
Sitting down after a busy day, taking a deep breath, or lying on the sofa.
You can say, I felt relaxed or I was happy to rest.
These feelings are easy to understand and easy to express.
I think everyday happiness teaches us something important.
What's that?
Happiness doesn't need a special reason.
I agree. It can come from very normal moments.
And when learners talk about these moments, English feels more natural.
Because it's connected to real life.
Listeners, think about one everyday activity you enjoy.
It could be eating, resting, walking, or doing something at home.
Try to describe it in one or two simple sentences.
For example, "I feel happy when I cook dinner," or "My evening routine helps me relax."
In the next part, we'll talk about big, happy moments, dreams, goals, and experiences that feel unforgettable.
And how to talk about them clearly and confidently in English. Confidently in English.
Now let's talk about the kind of happy moments people remember for years. The ones connected to dreams, goals, and experiences that feel unforgettable.
You mean the big ones, the moments we remember for years.
Exactly. Big happy moments often come from dreams, goals, and special experiences.
These are the moments people describe as unforgettable.
And when learners talk about these moments, they sometimes feel nervous because they think the story must sound perfect.
But the good news is you don't need perfect English to talk about big happiness.
You just need clear feelings and a few useful phrases.
One very common phrase is, "It was a dream come true."
This phrase is used when something you wanted for a long time finally happens.
For example, traveling to a country you dreamed about, or achieving a personal goal.
When you say, "It was a dream come true," people immediately understand how important it was for you.
Another useful phrase is, "I was so excited."
Excited shows strong positive emotion. Emotion?
You can also say, "I couldn't believe it," when something feels unreal in a good way.
Big moments often have strong emotions, and English has simple ways to express them.
Let's think about some examples.
Finishing a big project, passing an important exam, or getting your first job.
or visiting a place you always wanted to see.
These stories are great because they naturally use the past tense.
And you can keep them simple. You don't need many details.
You can say, I worked very hard. I waited a long time. Or, I felt very proud.
Proud is an important word here.
Yes, proud means you feel good about what you did or achieved.
It's okay to feel proud of your hard work.
Many learners feel shy about saying that, but it's natural in English.
And these big moments don't have to be shared in a long speech.
Sometimes one or two sentences are enough.
For example, passing that exam was a big achievement for me. I felt so proud. For me. I felt so proud.
Simple, clear, and very natural.
Listeners, think about one big happy moment in your life.
It could be from work, school, travel, or personal life.
Try to describe it using just one key feeling.
Excited, proud, happy, or relieved.
And remember, big moments feel even better when we share them.
That brings us to the most important idea of today.
Happiness grows when we talk about it.
So here's a small challenge for you.
After this episode, choose one happy moment, big or small.
Write one simple sentence about it in English or say it out loud to yourself.
You don't need to post it. You don't need to be perfect.
Just practice sharing your happiness in English.
Learning English should feel like this: human, warm, and connected.
We're really glad you spent this time with us today.
Thank you for learning with us and being part of this small community.
Keep noticing happy moments.
And keep using English to share them.
There's one more kind of happy moment we haven't talked about yet, and it's a very human one. Happiness that comes from being with other people.
Yes, not doing something special, not achieving a goal, but simply feeling connected.
Sometimes it's a short conversation. Sometimes it's just sitting together without talking much.
And those moments often feel very safe.
I think that's why they're so important for English learners.
Because when you feel safe, you speak more freely.
Exactly. You stop worrying so much about mistakes.
Let's think about simple examples. Laughing with a friend, talking with family, or even sharing a quiet moment with someone you trust.
These moments don't need a reason. They just happen.
And they don't need advanced English either.
You can say very simple things like, I enjoyed talking with my friend, or I felt good spending time together.
Simple words, real feelings.
I remember a time when I met an old friend after many years.
That must have been emotional.
It was. We didn't do anything special, we just walked and talked. But I felt very happy inside.
Because the connection was still there.
Yes. And talking in English about moments like that feels natural because the feeling is clear.
Many learners think happiness must come from events, parties, trips, success.
But connection is quieter than that.
And often deeper.
From a learning point of view, these moments help a lot.
And how so?
When you talk about people you care about, you focus on meaning, not grammar.
That's true. The message becomes more important than the form. It's more important than the form.
And that's how real communication works.
You're not trying to impress. You're trying to share.
Listeners, think about someone who makes you feel comfortable.
It could be a friend, a family member, or even a colleague.
When was the last time you felt good just being with them?
Try to describe that moment in one sentence.
For example, I felt happy talking with my sister last night.
Or, spending time with my friend made me feel relaxed.
These sentences are simple, but they are very real.
And they remind us that happiness is not always something we chase.
Sometimes it's something we already have.
And when we talk about it in English, the language feels warmer.
In the next part, we'll bring everything together and talk about how to keep these happy moments alive through sharing and reflection.
And how English can become part of that habit, not a separate task. When we look at all these happy moments together, something interesting appears. Happiness isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we can notice, keep, and return to.
Yes, and one simple way to do that is through reflection.
Reflection sounds serious, but it doesn't have to be.
Not at all. It can be as simple as stopping for a moment and thinking, that felt good. And for a moment and thinking, that felt good.
Or saying it out loud, or even writing it down.
And this is where English fits in very naturally.
When you use English to reflect on happy moments, you're not studying, you're remembering.
Exactly. You're giving language to a feeling you already understand.
Many learners think practice must be hard or tiring.
But reflection is gentle. Gentle.
For example, at the end of the day, you can ask yourself one small question.
What was one good moment today?
It doesn't need to be big.
Maybe you finished something you were working on.
Maybe you laughed at a message from a friend.
Or maybe you just felt calm for a few minutes.
Then you can describe it in one simple English sentence.
I felt happy when...
Or, it made me smile. Smile.
That's enough.
This kind of practice is powerful because it's personal.
And when something is personal, it stays in your memory longer.
You're not memorizing sentences. You're connecting them to your life. You're connecting them to your life.
I sometimes do this before going to sleep.
Really?
Yes, I think about one good moment from the day and name it in English.
That's a lovely habit.
It helps me end the day with a positive feeling.
And it keeps English close to your daily life. To your daily life.
Reflection also helps on difficult days.
Because even on hard days, there is often one small good moment.
And finding it can change how the day feels. The day feels.
From a learning point of view, this builds confidence.
You start to think, I can express my feelings in English.
And that confidence makes you want to speak more.
Little by little, English becomes part of how you think.
Not just something you turn on for class.
Listeners, try this tonight or tomorrow.
Choose one moment that felt good.
Say it in English quietly or out loud.
Don't worry about grammar.
Focus on the feeling.
This is how language grows, slowly, kindly, and honestly.
In the next part, we'll close today's conversation by bringing everything together.
And we'll invite you to take one small step to keep these happy moments alive with English.
Before we say goodbye today, I'd like to slow down for a moment and look at everything we talked about.
Yes, when you listen closely, there's one simple idea behind all of it.
Happy moments are not rare.
They are already part of your life.
Some are small, like a quiet morning or a good cup of coffee.
Some come from learning, helping, or feeling proud of yourself.
Others come from people, memories, or dreams that finally happen.
And every one of those moments is something you can talk about in English.
That's the important part. You don't need special topics.
You don't need perfect grammar.
You already have the content, your life.
English is just the tool you use to share it.
I think many learners wait for confidence before they speak.
But confidence usually comes after you speak, not before.
Especially when you talk about something positive and real.
Happy moments make speaking feel safer.
Because there's no pressure to impress.
You're just sharing a feeling.
And when you do that again and again, English slowly becomes more natural.
It becomes part of how you think and reflect.
Not something you only use in a lesson.
I really hope listeners understand this part.
Learning English doesn't have to be heavy.
It can be gentle.
It can even be enjoyable.
Especially when you connect it to moments that already make you smile.
So before we end, let's offer one small invitation.
Not homework, just a simple habit.
Tonight or tomorrow, notice one happy moment.
Big or small, it doesn't matter.
Then try one simple thing.
Say one sentence about it in English.
You can say it quietly to yourself.
Or write it down somewhere private.
For example, I felt happy when...
Or, it made me smile because...
That's all.
No correction, no judging.
Just you, your moment, and a little English.
And if you ever feel like sharing, we're always happy to listen. We're always happy to listen.
Reading your stories is one of our own happy moments.
It reminds us that learning is something we do together.
Thank you for spending this time with us today.
Thank you for learning with us at your own pace.
keep noticing the good moments.
And keep using English to hold on to them.
We'll see you next time.
Until then, take care and keep smiling.